Hello, and welcome to the Junkies 2012. We're going to start with our first category, which is overlooked performances of 2012. Let's take it to Dave.
All right, my most overlooked performance of the year. I tried to pick one that wasn't like an Oscar snub. So I picked John Goodman in Flight. I think he's an overlooked actor in general, and everything that he's in, I think he's very good, even if they're movies I don't like. And he just doesn't ever get recognized. He's never been nominated for an Oscar, and I thought in Flight he was really hilarious, and he was the best part of that movie.
I'm gonna go with Dwight Henry from Beasts of the Southern Wild. He played the father of Hush Puppy in the film. Whoa! Pretty much what I liked about him was that he played the father who was always pressing Hush Puppy to be better, and he was always yelling at her, and he was always drunk, and you know, he came off like really
Did it hit close to home?
Angry. Yes, it did. It was, you know, he was really angry, but at the same time, you could tell that he deeply like cared about his daughter. He did. And but like, I really expected him to have some kind of nomination, and he didn't get anything, like at all. So my vote is Dwight Henry for most performance.
This is really a dumb choice. I'm probably going to go for Ezra Miller in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
That's fine. That's great. We love that.
You like that?
He was good.
You like that?
He was really validation, good. Buddy.
Oh, that feels good.
That's your opinion.
It's hard being a teenager.
And Ezra Miller proves
and
that.
Ezra Miller proves that very well.
Really?
It's hard being a gay teenager, as Tommy knows. So yeah, Ezra Miller, I don't know. I thought he was good. He played a teenager well. He was good. I like him as an actor. He was good.
That's great. I'm going to choose, don't look at this.
Okay.
I choose, and I hope Kyle didn't choose this as well.
You didn't.
Okay, good. Stop looking at my shit. I choose Russell Crowe as Jack Knife from The Man with the Iron Fist.
That's a good answer.
I love that movie, and I think Russell Crowe's really cool in general, but I think it's the best, literally I think it's his best performance ever.
I agree.
And damn it, I think no one's talking about that because he's because it's in a RZA movie.
I picked Matthias Schoenaerts in Bullhead. I don't think anyone else saw it.
No.
He plays a guy that's like a roided out cattle farmer.
Okay.
And he like kind of has a thing going on. I think I forget. I haven't seen it in a while, but like I think that he cuts his nuts off or something, or he has like nut problems because of because he's taking animal hormones. This is a really good movie, and I think he was great in it. So that's the end of the overlooked performance category. Let's throw it to Tom.
Tom, you get to say the next one. I'm sorry.
How about we go with Best Trailer 2012.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here I go. I was really looking forward to Prometheus because I absolutely loved the trailer. I think if you ever watch the original Alien trailer, that's one of my favorite trailers because it does the same thing. There's like lots of creepy noises, and it makes you feel absolutely gross. And that's what the Prometheus trailer did.
It's got that sound at the end.
Yeah. It just was like, I didn't feel like I just got like information of the movie. I felt like terrified watching the trailer. Yeah. Too bad the movie.
Shut the fuck
up. I know. But yeah.
I'm gonna say Silent House. For my favorite trailer of the year.
Clicks in it.
Because it's got clicks. No, I thought it was a really cool trailer. I thought it was perfect for a horror movie because it seemed like it was going to be scary. It ended up being bullshit, but they do this whole Polaroid thing where these pictures keep getting taken, and I was like, oh, cool, hopefully that's a part of the movie, and it was, but it was retarded in the movie. In the trailer, it works really well. Plus, there are shots that confused me, which is always good.
It's a good trailer.
It's a good trailer, and it's a stupid movie.
So my favorite trailer of the year would have to go to the first teaser trailer for The Master, comprised of footage that's pretty much not in the movie, but out of all the little trailers and vignettes that were released for the movie, it was by far the most like captivating one. It just made me want to see that movie so fucking bad. It was just a conversation, and somehow it was just riveting as shit, and just made you want to see the movie. It was a good. They did a good job. Paul Thomas Anderson did a good job. He did a good job.
For me, this is kind of a lame answer, but I really like the Avengers trailer. I was already excited about the Avengers, but when the first one came out, like, because I was kind of anticipating it, and the first one came out, and I was like, it did a good job of being like, hey, this movie's kind of funny, and it's got a lot of action, and it's cool, and it showed me, like, I don't know, I was excited about all these characters that I'd seen build up for the past 4 years, kind of coming together at once for the first time.
Assembling, one would say.
Assembling,
Yeah.
as the motto of that movie would be, yes. So, the Avengers. And it was worth it. The movie ended up being good, unlike most of your picks.
Josh.
Okay, we're going to do most annoying trend. This category is picked by Kyle. Most annoying trend.
A trend I would really like to see die is sound in movies. We we're doing very well up until the early 1930s where some jackass said, oh, fucking, we need to stop reading our movies and we need to start listening to them. That is why we live in illiterate society, okay? Look at The Artist, silent movie, best picture, right? Yeah. Okay.
But he said something at the end.
Oh. Yeah, it's
okay, I didn't actually see the movie. It doesn't matter. But the point is that our children would have to read their movies if we get rid of sound. So a trend I'd like to see go is sound.
I think I'm gonna change my answer to take the fucking visuals out of movies and just listen to them. What do you think about that?
No, take both out.
Just go back to radio.
And go back to talking to each other.
Yep. And the number one thing that really annoyed me, and I can only think of 2 movies it happened in, but I'm sure it was more than that, and I despise it, and that is pointless narration. And one of those movies I only watched last night, and it was called Lee Daniels' The Paperboy. And that is a fucking terrible film. I don't know if you guys saw it. But the whole time, Macy Gray in her raspy-ass, beautiful voice keeps telling me what's happening as I watch it. And there's no point at all.
It's kind of like old people
She's
in
just
movie
like,
theaters.
right about here's when they do this. And I could see that. Thank you. And also, The Savages. Savages is retarded, and Blake Lively of Accepted talks the whole time, and there's no need. It's just unnecessary. I get this, there's plot happening. I get that.
The annoying trend of 2012. It's not. It's of pretty much just movies. I'm going Dancy here, and it's annoying in general for a while, not just 2012. But it really doesn't have anything to do with in movies. But I really fucking hate the movie sponsored don't talk or text things that they play in theaters before movies. They're fucking so stupid. The fucking Hitchcock one and the Lorax one just fucking piss me off to no end.
I think people are distracted by like, oh, that's funny, and they're not going to turn off their phone.
It's not even that they're not paying attention. They're not going to go, oh, Alfred Hitchcock says turn off my phone. I'm going to turn off my phone.
This is another one that's kind of movies in general. I looked through all the movies I saw in 2012, and I didn't see a trend that I disliked. It's hard for me to, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to make it simpler. So horror movie sequels and sequels and sequels and sequels. It's gotten to a point where and I guess it's always been this way, really. It hasn't gotten to this point, but they keep making movie after movie, and they're getting more and more heartless, and it's just like, it's very clear that they're only making movies for money, and when I'm watching a movie that I know is just being made, and it's garbage. It's not like there's nothing redeeming about Saw 3D.
What about one of your favorite horror franchises of all time? Fucking Friday the 13th. They've made more of those than any other horror movie ever.
But each one has something. But they have something redeemable about them. Well, I think it's more of a modern trend to continue making all of these movies that like these paranormal activities that aren't different.
I agree with you, except Paranormal Activity is a terrible example because I think each of them do have a specific reason and all have some sort of heart behind them. I think Saw is a great example because the Saw has become completely useless.
Yeah, I think I'm not against franchising in general because there are some franchises that go on, and you could tell like they might not necessarily be good, but the intention to make something good was there.
So a couple weeks ago, I was watching the football game with a friend, and the trailer came on for Broken City, and I was watching the trailer, Broken City, Russell Crowe, Marky Mark. And halfway through the trailer, I see in big old text, the best movie of the year. I'm like, wow, that's a big review. Let me see who said it. So I look under that review, and under it said, like, @Joe3419. So trailers now are integrating people's tweets into their trailers. And I saw this, like, in December, too. And this needs to stop, because I don't like it. I'm okay. Like
that's good enough reason.
I think that's really dumb, and I'm a tweeter. Everyone in this room knows that I'm a tweeter.
What
but
is
I
your
don't like
what is
that.
your Twitter handle?
What? It's at Yo Tom Hogue. So Dancy.
That's Hogue with two Gs.
Yeah. So yeah,
Hog.
just Twitter integration in trailers, like national trailers, need to stop.
I think is it Dave's turn?
Yeah, Dave will just start on himself.
This is the wild card category. Thanks.
For my wild card, lamely, I'm gonna pick like I did last time, best shot, and because it's the Junkies and I can do whatever the fuck I want, I'm picking 3 shots. First shot, the opening shot in the Master.
Agreed.
Just the waves.
We talked about Overlooked.
It's just the waves.
So good. It's beautiful.
It's the best shot in the movie. The next 2 are from Django. The first one from Django is the shots of him pouring the beer and like scraping off the foam. Those are great.
That's why I like Stella Artois.
Right before he kills the Brittle brothers, there's that like wide epic shot where it like sweeps up and he's just like ready to fucking kill them. It's such a great shot.
My wild card is biggest surprise of the year. My big surprise film of the year, a movie that I was like, whatever, fuck this movie, and then I ended up really liking is The Grey. The original trailer for The Grey, I was like, oh cool, Liam Neeson wolf movie, whatever. I went and saw it by myself one night in cold February 2012, and I came out of it like, whoa, that was a really awesome movie, and it's now like it's in like my top 5 movies of the year. Would have never thought that going into last year, but alas, The Grey, most surprising movie of 2012.
My wild card is pretty much the worst titled movie of the year.
Worst title?
Worst title. That's good.
Why didn't we do this?
That's really good.
Fuck.
I made fun of it all year. I didn't see the movie.
The Dark Knight Rises.
That sucks.
I hate salmon fishing in the Yemen. I don't know anything about the movie.
Here's the thing.
No! It's dumb. It sounds awful.
Golden Globe nominated?
It just salmon fishing. Why wasn't it just called? We were talking about fishing in the Yemen or just Yemen. Salmon fishing in the Yemen is not.
It's the fact that it's salmon fishing that makes it difficult to accomplish in Iran. Yeah.
My wild card includes 2 movies, and it's best propaganda films. And I know. And my first one goes to Won't Back Down, because that movie, on the surface, it's like this go-getter movie. Like, yeah, we're gonna take down the system and friggin' change our schools. Moms, raise up. But no, bitches, that is not what it's about. Underneath that movie, it's a whole conspiracy. In the movie, they make it seem like it's so easy and you could do it. But no, it's only been done twice in history since it's been put into effect, and both times the schools failed. Anyway,
What was the other movie?
the other movie,
Public high school boardroom, by the way.
the other movie would be The Obama Effect. Because, have you seen that piece of shit? Okay?
No, I would subject myself to such shit.
Talk about your propaganda movies. I don't care if you love Obama or who the hell you love, but that, fuck. Just, ugh. I can't even talk about that movie. Go ahead. This is dumb. I hate this category.
It's your category.
You made it up. You specially picked it.
I know.
This category sucks. My wild card choice is what I called More Movies Should ... Also known as I wish this happened more often in movies. I wish more movies, and this is retarded because it happens a lot, but I wish it happened every single movie I ever saw. I wish every movie had a twist ending. Because in the middle of every movie I think, hey, wouldn't it be nuts if that guy like was different than what he said? Or like if this situation was different or something?
I hope she's a Russian midget.
Like, there you go. That's why Orphan is the greatest movie of all time. Like hashtag hates. It's a stupid movie, but I was like, there's something.
What is hashtag hates?
House at the End of the Street. I think was worth watching because there's a twist. I don't care how bad it is. It makes me want to watch it.
So we're gonna predict our favorite movies of 2013. We're gonna revisit the Junkies next year and then see how wrong we were, or correct, in some cases. And a rule: you're not allowed to just say next year that your favorite movie is this just so you can say you're right. That's not cool. So, of all the movies that you've heard of,
Yes.
obviously there's a lot of stuff that's gonna come out you never heard of. What do you think is gonna wow you next year?
I'm gonna say the Coen Brothers' new movie, Inside Llewyn Davis.
Whoa, what? What is it called?
That's what it's called.
Inside Llewyn Davis?
It doesn't really matter what the fuck it is. I love the Coen Brothers, and whatever they make, I'm gonna be excited for. And it's been what 2 years now, 3 years.
Boom.
So yeah, I'm really excited to see that. There's not much else to say.
It's a Coen Brothers movie.
It's a Coen Brothers movie. It's about a guy in the '60s, like
Folk scene.
folk music
like
scene
Sugar
in New
Man.
York. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
Out of the few movies I've read about so far, and compiled a list of shit I want to see this year, so far I think the movie I'll probably like the most is called Foxcatcher. It's going to be directed by Bennett Miller, the guy who made Moneyball, and I think he made Capote too. And it's about this crazy guy. He was the heir to a chemical fortune, and he built this compound for the Olympic wrestling team in 1996. And then he went crazy and shot the gold medalist and I don't know, it's crazy. Channing Tatum's in it.
That's why you're really looking forward
Steve
to it.
Carell, Mark Ruffalo, some other people.
That sounds awesome.
I was like, this sounds cool. Wrestling, shooting people, Channing Tatum.
My answer's kind of lame. I haven't extensively studied 2013, but I gotta go with the odds on this one. And there's one person who has never failed me.
Lincoln?
Christopher Nolan. So I'm gonna guess. My guess right now, my prediction, and it'll probably be wrong, is that Man of Steel is going to be my favorite movie of the year.
Directed by Zack Snyder, director of...
Sucker Punch.
Well, it's directed by Zack Snyder, produced and written by the Nolans, and
Sucker Punch.
yeah, but Christopher Nolan reined in Zack Snyder on this one and brought the best out of him. Yeah, 'cause
Zack
he's
Snyder's a loose cannon. You can't rein in Zack Snyder.
all right, Man of Steel.
All right. The movie I'm looking forward to the most in 2013 is The Bling Ring,
Spoiler.
because I like the way it rolls off my tongue. No. The Bling Ring is directed by Sofia Coppola. I really like her movies. I like them a lot, actually. And this movie coming out is about these teenage girls out in Los Angeles use the internet to, kind of follow celebrities, see where they are, and when they were not in their home, they would break into their home. What I like about this movie, a couple things. It's Sofia Coppola. It sounds different from what she's done, and the story sounds cool. Emma Watson dresses like trailer trash, a slut, and the Bling Ring.
Crazy. Listen, I am kind of looking forward to a movie called, I don't know if it's COG. It's directed by, I can't remember the guy's name, but he directed a movie called Easier with Practice that it's actually more so the fact that he's adapted a David Sedaris, I think it's a short story. And David Sedaris is really weird about people, many people have approached him to adapt his stuff and he doesn't allow that, but he was like, oh, I really want this guy to do it. So I'm like, this is gonna be cool because I like David Sedaris and I'm kind of down with this guy. Well, guys, thank you for joining the Junkies 2013 Extreme Palooza. I hope my mom doesn't see this.